All right. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm going to be playing Wars of Marcus Aurelius, Rome 170 to 180 CE by Robert DeLeskie from Hollandspiele on Tabletop Simulator. I'm not a big war game kind of guy, but this is where I'm at, I guess. I'm interested in all kinds of games. So let's see if this is something I'm kind of into or not. I think the last kind of war game I played was Twilight Struggle, probably 8+ years ago. Whether or not wargamers actually call that a war game, I don't know. I just know chits and counters and card driven and all that stuff. But I've heard this is a pretty decent solo game. I was reading earlier about Agricola Masters of Britain, made by Hollandspiele, is probably a little better, or at least people like that. But let's try Wars of Marcus Aurelius. It's certainly shorter, as far as I remember, I think. But yeah, so let's jump in here. So essentially, I did read over the rules here, but I'll probably have to, just reference things here and there. But to get everybody on the same page, it is 170 CE. Plague ravages the empire, with the legions depleted by disease and spread thin across the endless frontier. Opportunistic German tribes and fierce Sarmatian raiders strike across the Danube deep into imperial territory, with Rome facing its most serious barbarian invasion in 300 years. Emperor Marcus Aurelius, an untested commander-in-chief who has never set foot outside Italy, must transform himself from an introspective philosopher into a cunning warrior and fearless leader. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to be playing this through 10 in-game years. Marcus Aurelius died in 180 CE, assumptions due to plague. So I have until 180 CE to kind of push back the Marcomanni, the Quadi, and the Iazyges. I think that's how it's pronounced. I did look up some of this stuff earlier, just so I didn't butcher it like I have now, but here we are. So each year is going to be broken up into spring, summer, winter, and it's some housekeeping. But essentially, I will win if I can push back all three barbarian armies, again, the Marcomanni, the Quadi, and the Iazyges, back to their home, and they are surrendered before the final round of the final year. I lose if my Imperium level reaches 0, in which case Marcus Aurelius is usurped and probably killed, or if the Marcomanni enters Rome, I will immediately lose. Or if I don't win, essentially, if all of these barbarian hordes are not surrendered by the end of 180. There is some scoring point things. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to deal with that. Maybe if I end up winning, maybe I'll count stuff up just to see how that goes. But I really don't think I will. So what happens is down here I have my two leaders. I have Marcus Aurelius, and I have Pompeianus, which I think is his brother, if I remember correctly. There's a big, I'm looking at the rules right now, there's like a nice little, lots of glossaries and sources and stuff like that. So if you're a big history buff in Rome, this is probably some good research here for you. I have my legions. I have a couple legions that were already, they're already in recovery from the previous year, I guess through previous wars. These tokens, I have two more leaders, Pertinax and Maximinus, and two legions. We have the slaves, gladiators, and bandits in Primigenia. They're going to come in based on cards, which I'll have a hand of cards to kind of do with as I please throughout the game. And then we're going to have some forts, things like that. I'll be able to get some fleets going on, things like that. So we're just going to kind of maybe jump in a little bit here, see what's going on. So we're going to start off. Now there's a couple things that go into place just throughout the turn. On the first turn, it's a little different. You ignore some stuff. You ignore, let's see, the redeployment, since essentially I deploy. So I believe I put 6 legions here. Yep, I got 6 legions here and 4 legions over in the Marcomanni with Marcus Aurelius. My goal is, since the Quadi aren't going to attack yet, and if the Marcomanni come in south of the Danube, I'll start losing Imperium points. So my goal is to kind of push them back a little, and while I'm at it, have Pompeianus move the Iazyges back. So we're going to skip the redeployment round first off. Then we are going to skip the Barbarian phase on the first round, or on the first turn. And we're going to go to the Roman phase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw cards equal to the round. So it's spring, so I'm going to draw 5 cards here. So let's take a look at what we have. Let's turn on some hands. I thought I did that earlier. I did, but I guess it's not. Maybe I have to do it up here. There we go. Let's take a look. Okay, so some of these cards are going to be action cards. They just do actions. Basically, I can discard a card for an action. That's essentially all this card can do. But as you can see here, other cards are events. So this local guides, I can discard this to reduce the terrain value by half in one battle. So that's going to come in handy because, as you can see, the terrain has like +8, +6, +4, things like that. And so that'll make the barbarians harder. So in this case, where they're at, these barbarians are at a combat value of 6. Now when I battle them, that's going to be 6 plus their die value, but that's going to be against my leader, in this case 3, my legions, in this case 4, so that's going to be 7 plus my die value. So moving this down, probably going to use it to the Iazyges, just because I'll take out 2 instead of 1. Let's see what we got. Commodus, Imperial points, let's do, or end a mutiny. I have no idea what mutinies are. But I assume that'll come up when it comes up. If I use this card to end the legions, demand donative mutiny, I can go. Okay, so essentially we're going to get probably some Imperium points for that. Gallon, disregard the effects of plague or plague worsens from the current barbarian card draw. So I'm fine with that. Lectosternium, cancel the effect of the current barbarian card, except off map. Okay, so unfortunately, a lot of these seem to do with barbarian cards, which don't come up yet. They'll come up in summer after this. And as you can see here, I'm going to draw some more cards as the year goes on. Ironically, I'll draw less cards, but I'll get more cards in my hands. At the end of the year, I'll discard my whole hand. But in the meantime, I can keep. I don't think I have necessarily any hand size limit that I was able to see. If I'm making any rule goofs, let me know. Let's see here. Let's throw into the chat here if anyone knows. And I don't, or sees I'm doing something wrong. Call me out. Oh boy. Sorry about hitting the mic there. Okay, so let's see. We can use cards to just perform some regular actions. We can attack a barbarian army just by discarding a card. We can advance my Imperium just by discarding a card. We can add 2 level 1 forts, which will increase our attack value. And we can also discard these to keep a barbarian from getting closer. We can flip a fort from level 1 to level 2, which just makes them better there. We can transfer a leader between armies if we need to. We can add the fleets on the upper Danube or the lower Danube. That's going to help us move our legions and leaders around. I'm not worried about that yet, but I assume the Quadi are going to start coming down and I'll be spread a little thin. And I can discard to prevent a surge or transfer 6 legions into off-map conflicts, which are just going to be anywhere that's not in these particular areas. But I think in this instance, let's just discard this. We're just going to discard this to attack. Let's drive back the Marcomanni so we don't start losing Imperium points off the bat. So we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like I said. We're going to give both of these dice a roll. Of course, the red is Roman. Sweet. So we got 5 to their 1, so we definitely beat them. We bashed them back a bit. They're closer to their homeland, so now their terrain bonus is higher. However, since they rolled a 1, I I had a rousing victory there and demoralized them. So now their combat value is smaller too. So instead of being an 8, now they're just going to get 6. So they're actually the same. So maybe I should use this opportunity to try and push them back a little bit farther. Especially with a lot of these, it's hard to tell what I want since I don't really know what's going to be coming later, but I will get 3 more cards. Let's... am I worried about Plague? I'm going to discard this Lectistern. Did not draw any more Barbarian cards this round? Oh, wait, that's pretty nifty. I might hold on to that. Let's see here. Why don't we... I want to use that. Let's not worry about mutinies, I guess. I want to drive back these Marcomannis a little bit more. Played to the history pile. So as far as I'm aware, the history pile does not get shuffled into the deck. At certain points, these decks will reshuffle. This is broken up into kind of the early war and the late war. In 175, we're going to add in these late war cards. But I believe history cards will not follow suit. Let's hold on to this. I really don't like the starting hand, especially not really knowing anything of what this game has to offer. So let's not worry about Plague right now. Push him back all the way to Rackham-Sack, is that it? So we're going to fight the Marcomanni again here. So we have 6 to our 7 again. Oh my gosh. Marcus Aurelius, you philosophizing fool. So we're going to push them back some more. They would have been demoralized again. However, they can't be demoralized anymore. But since I did roll a 6, everybody believes in Marcus Aurelius. So I'm going to increase my Imperium points. That makes it easier for me not to lose. But it also, if I ever get 7 Imperium, and Rome has a ton of faith in Marcus Aurelius, then I'll get an extra bonus card in round 1 at the start of the year. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, that was awesome. But now I want to go after the Azages. And I want to do that by... Or should I wait? Should I attack him in summer? I feel like I should take... draw... I'm going to discard this Lectisternium to attack the Azages. And I'm probably going to use this local guides, but I can use that before dice roll. I'm going to use this local guides just because they're battling with an 8, and I am only at a 7. So that'll put him at a 6 to my 7. Marcus Aurelius has been able to handle that. Let's see if it is... Oof. So this is a tie. I believe nothing in particular happens with a tie. I gain 1 Imperium if all 3 tribes are surrendered. Oh, that's surrendered tribes, not ties. I don't think there's anything really quick here. Oh, in which case, roll again. And I can discard a card to add 1. Yeah, so that's what it was. This is... Yeah, you just keep re-rolling until you don't get it. But I believe I still get the 6th effect. Yep, this effect occurs even in case of a tied battle result. So they are going to get a... they're going to be moralized. They're going to flip to bold. But since they already are, nothing happens. However, I will get another Imperium. Nobody thought I could hold my own. But so now we're just going to re-roll again. Oof. We're going to go down because they had maybe a little too much faith in Pompeianus. Pompeianus? That's probably, I'm going to say Pompeianus because I don't know if Pompeianus is correct. But let's see here. Okay, so I am going to lose. I'm going to lose 1 legion. Move it to the recovery. That's not great. I don't have a fort. If I did, they could absorb the loss. Otherwise, I can choose to lose the fort. But that's where I'm at. So I think I'm going to stop with the battling. So now we're just going to go into the summer round. So now we get a barbarian phase. We're going to draw and resolve 3 barbarian cards. So we're going to have the Quaddy. Advance Quaddy forward 1 space or flip from demoralized. Hold, add this card to the Surge pile. So we're going to add that to the Surge pile. Temporary truce or have it surrendered. The Mark of Money activate instead. So this Quaddy cannot attack. Let me make sure. I'm not missing anything with that. Boof. Let me do a quick search here in the rules. Cannot attack. When the first Quaddy activation occurs, remove the Quaddy attack marker and advance the Quaddy 1 space. We can now attack. Okay, so we were at peace with them. But then they saw us attacking the Marcomanni and the Yazidis, and they went in on that. Alright. So that was 1. Oh my gosh, the Quaddy are going out for... They're getting in on this. Move forward 1 space. Add this to the Surge pile. When the 3rd card is placed, the 2 tribes who did not just activate are activated. This is the Surge piles. That happens when the 3rd card is placed. The Surge results in all tribes activating. Okay. And 3. Quiet on the Danube. Oh, too bad I didn't draw that first. Okay, so that's just discarded. Well, at least I didn't get a 3rd card. So now I'm going to get 3 more cards. We're going to get an action card, Reputation of Rome, choose any 2 barbarian armies and demoralize them. And then another action card. Okay, so maybe I might demoralize the Yazidis. What do I want to do here? Demoralize the Yazidis and the Quaddy. During the housekeeping, I believe everybody stops being demoralized. Oh, I can only have 5 cards in my hand per round. But I can, however, put a card in my meditation and basically save it. Shoot. What should I do here? I think I want... I think I want to demoralize the Azages and the Quadi. I think that's going to help. What are they at? They're at 8 to 7. I feel like I should save this just to save it. I don't know why I'm so worried about this history pile. And just worried about... I feel like that's good. I mean, I could just play it for 2 Imperium. But I can't guarantee I'm going to have that Imperium by the end of the year. Well, I guess I'm going to hold on. I mean, there's no reason to meditate on it. Let's use this action card. We got 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? I'm going to move Marcus Aurelius over here to the Quadi. Marcomanni are pushed back a decent amount. Oh man. I gotta use another card to move legions through. Maybe I shouldn't have demoralized them. I should attack. Okay, Pompeianus. Now's your time to shine. So we have 4, 5, 6, 2, 6. Ah! Pompeianus, come on. Available next turn, not next round. Although I can discard this to tie and then try and... No, I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't going well. I guess I need more legions over there. I guess I'll have a lot next time. Oh, I do not lose Imperium. Sorry about that. Let's see. So let's go into winter. And we're going to battle with a -1 here, too. Oh, boy. So we're going to draw 3 cards. Barbarian Siege Forts. Okay, I don't have any forts on the map. Cool, so that's a waste for them. Sieging on nothing. Add this card to the Surge pile. I can add these to multiple ones. After you resolve a Barbarian activation card, add it to one of the Surge spaces. When the 3rd card is placed, the 2 tribes who did not just activate are activated. Oh, these aren't stacked. Okay, so it would happen this time. So the Quadi and the Yazigis are activated. That's it. So, yeah, they're gonna... So they're moralized again. Or they're emboldened, I guess should be the term. Now, when they are activated... Okay, so these just embolden. And then these are discarded. So that was 2 and 3. Costabochi. Lose 1 Imperium point per year until resolved. Place this card on the Eastern Empire off-map conflict. Okay. So off-map conflicts, I'm going to need to bring my troops and things over to... I'm going to need to do off-map conflicts here, which are essentially... Where are we here? I believe I just need to get bigger than a 5. Off-map armies and leaders cannot be transferred between off-map conflicts or back to the Danube during a round. They can be moved for free during the redeployment step. And if I defeat an off-map enemy, I'm placed in the recovery box until the start of the next year. So it's going to take a whole year to fight an off-map conflict, huh? All right. But I get 1 card. We're going to get just this action card here. Well, I'm definitely not going to take care of this Costabochi yet. Which, granted, I have a lot of Imperium points. I don't necessarily need to worry about it yet. I don't know what I'm worried about. I mean, maybe I should fortify. Build a fort. I think I'm going to do that. Let's build a... Yeah, let's build a fort. So we're just going to discard this action card. And we're going to build a fort here. I believe I can build it anywhere. I can add 2. Forts can be added to spaces north or east of the Danube. This includes barbarian home spaces and spaces that contain barbarian armies. Discard 1 card to add 2 level 1 forts to the lowest eligible spaces within your chosen fronts of the map. Oh shoot, but I need to build up here? I guess I don't need to worry about a Yazigis that much yet. I'm more worried about the Quadi. We'll put 1 here. Oops, that's not a fort. That's a dude. Okay. And let's meditate on this sucker. Okay, so now we're going into housekeeping. So if the game doesn't end, we're going to do attrition. Oh, I probably shouldn't have placed these forts out yet. We're learning. Perform an attrition check for every fort marker on the board. This represents losses due to barbarian raids, starvation, weather, and desertion. Roll for each fort on the map. On a roll of 6, remove the fort if it is level 1, or reduce it if it is level 2. I feel like it should be a 1. 1 is bad. 6 is good. Never penalize me for rolling a 6. So we're gonna do this Marcomanni one first. Oops. that. I'm going to do this Marcomanni one first here. Perfect. And now the Quadi. Not perfect. Sweet. Let's set up camp, and then everyone just ditched us. You guys don't deserve a serve roam. If there are any forts in an enemy territory that do not have forts in the space below them, remove them from the map, unless they are in the space immediately north of the Danube. Okay. This applies to forts that were isolated during the course of regular rounds and or during the attrition check. Any level 2 forts are moved to level 1. Remove temporary truce markers, flip Marcus Aurelius from demoralized to bold, discard any cards that remain in your hand. Exception, I may save one card to the meditation space. If there are any active off-map conflicts, deduct 1 Imperium point. Thank you, Costabaci. If the Marcomanni or Quadi are south of the Danube, they are not. We're doing that just fine. I'm not usurped. And advance. So that's basically how the game is going to play. I want to make sure... Oh, and I can use diplomatic tactics to prevent the tribes from uniting by discarding a card to avoid adding it to a surge space. Where did I read? I'm trying to find out where I read about the late war. I remember hearing about it. At the start of 175 CE, late war cards are shuffled in their respective decks along with discards. Okay. Year 2. So we're going to get some... It's always 3 barbarians. Valamar. Flip Marcomanni to the bold. They are. Immediately attack them. Discard 1 card. But I don't think I draw 5 cards now. What if I can't discard? I lose. But do not discard to history. Well, that stinks. The mysterious Valamar was a king or general of the Marcomanni and appears to have been responsible for the massive Roman defeat at Carnuntum. Oh, he was close. Not in my world. Not in my alternate history. Yeah, so I guess I can't... I mean, I could discard Commodus. I immediately attack them. Now 10? I'm only at 4? Oh my gosh. Oh, I didn't redeploy. Let me, I'm going to turn back time. Because I can redeploy. I forgot about that. I don't think these rules are bad, but coming from someone who doesn't play war games, I'm sure it's nice to reference things, but I just don't think the flow is great. Or at least there's, I mean, it doesn't seem like a complex game, but it seems like there's a lot going on, and the rules, there's no, I don't know, there's something about them. At least for me. Move your leaders and legions from any army box. So it was kind of pointless for me to move Marcus Aurelius here, because it didn't matter. It just wasted a card. Okay. Well, he's up and coming. So I think I should handle off-map conflicts here. How many can I move around? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I'm being honest, you're not doing anything over here. I'm going to move Marcus Aurelius over here. I think we should start Quadi. Do I spread myself thin? I should go after... I mean, if I commit to this Costabaci with Marcus Aurelius, I can just put a bunch of legions in the Yazgis. I think I'm going to do that. 3, 4. We'll tie the Costabachi. Pompeianus, you can stay. Am I going to attack the Quadi? Maybe if they're in... I should build a fort. God, 5? I don't think I'm going to attack the Marcomanni. I think I have some time. Let's do 4 here. We'll try and build a fort. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try this. Hopefully we get some good stuff. Okay, so the barbarian cards here. We have Yazages, activate twice. Scandal Faustina. Oh, Faustina. Lose 1 Imperium point. I'm going to look that sucker up in the little glossary. What is this, 30? What can we learn about this? Nothing. Right? Why isn't this in order? It is, but... Huh, I'm surprised that I don't have a... Oh wait, is this a 30, not an 80? Yeah. The famous doctor and scientist become Marcus's personal physician, is ready to provide first-hand descriptions of the plague and his attempts to treat its victims. That's kind of disappointing that there's not a little more history for that, considering it actually has flavor text. I guess you gotta look at your local Wikipedia for that. So that was 2 and 3. Bad omens. Roll to determine which barbarian army flips to the demoralized side. That's good. 3. The Quadi. That might work out, or at least helps. Would have been nice for the Yazages. So now we're going to get 5 cards. Marcomania. Ooh. Okay, we're going to play this Marcomania. I said I wanted to put forts out, so let's... Oh, should I put this... No, I should... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I should do it here. Oh, I can't. Whoops. I'm gonna try and keep the Marcomanni back. I don't really have a lot of legions over there anyways, so... Place a true marker on one of the barbarian armies that is north of the Danube. The army doesn't move for the rest of the year, and you cannot attack it. Its cards are still added to the surge pile. I could have a truce with Yazages, or I could just attack them and push them back. I mean, I gotta move them back at some point. I gotta attack. Lose a battle to avoid losing 1 legion. Place 2 level 2 forts. Oh! Yeah, so we're gonna do both of these. We might lose all these forts, but let's really fortify here. Let's try just a level 2 one. 5, 6, 7, 6. Give me a little bonus. Pompeianus has not done well. For only 1d6 for each side. Highest number wins. Maximinus. Wouldn't be bad to have that leader. Let's... 2 Imperium points. I think this is used as a combat card. I believe it is. Right? No, because it's an event. But this is a combat card. Is that what the little asterisk means? What card is this? 2. It's probably not going to tell me anything because it's just going to be like, some wars had single combat. Marcus Valerius Maximinus knocked the Neristade tribe out of the war after he defeated the chief in single combat in 171 CE. It's 171 CE. Gotta use it. It's appropriate. I think this is I'm going to use this as a combat card. Battle before die roll. Resolve this battle. Right? Is that a... Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm going to check one more time just because I feel weird. Playing cards. I don't think that. I think I have to spend. I'm going to spend this truce to use single combat. I think I still have to use a card to attack. I don't know what this... Oh, because it's a history pile card. That's probably it, because this says history on it. I think that's it. Yeah, I think every card with an asterisk goes into the history pile. Okay. So we're going to attack the Azages. Yeah, I assume I can't attack the Costabachi. So 4, 5, 6 to 5, 6, 7. But it's just a 1d6 for each side. So I guess that doesn't matter. So if that doesn't matter, why not attack the Marcomanni? Yeah. That's stupid to attack the Azages. I'm attacking the Marcomanni. Because the 10 doesn't carry it to the 2. No! Come on! This guy's card and this card to the history pile. Deduct 2 IP. Do not lose a legion. This card cannot be used to on-off-map conflicts. Oh, it says right there. But it doesn't go into the history pile. Shoot, that would have been big. I guess I can discard this to tie. I don't know if it's changed because of this. Sorry about that. Thought I had a sneeze coming. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to use this Commodus. I'm getting a little close to being usurped. Nobody trusts me anymore. And then, yeah, we're going to go into summer. Let's see here. The Azages. Advance the Azages forward 1 space. Or flip. Add this to the surge. So I can flip this. So when they advance, I can instead have them... My fort can keep them in check. Forts prevent barbarian movement. Pins the barbarian army there, but at the cost of removing or damaging the fort. Okay, so I'm going to... My fort's going to keep them at bay. They're going to keep them from going into Mogia. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're going to embold. And they're going to move. This is not going well. So they're going to advance 2. So I immediately discard this. That's fine, I'll get new ones. And they took this out. This is cavalry, huh? So now I need to just, like, push them back. And, oh, these get discarded. Or thrown about. Okay, I didn't know if those were flipped. And Marcomanni added to the surge. So they're gonna kept at bay by the fort. And then I get 3 cards. Make something good. Move a defeated army back 2 spaces. Okay, so I gotta attack. Yes, geez. So I'm gonna discard the Return of Captives because that's not gonna do me anything, and I'm going to attack the Yazigis and hopefully rout them. So this is 4 to 5. There we go. Get that Imperium. Demoralized. Rout the crap out of them. 1, 2. Cool. Man, Pompeianus, it only took you so many battles to actually do something worthwhile. Do I want to try and push them back more while they're demoralized? I mean, they have those cavalry. Man, I should have just put all my... I don't necessarily know why I want to, in the future, spread my legions out. I mean, maybe if everybody's kind of close, but they seem to just... It's not doing me any good. Now, granted, I can only have a max of 6 legions in each of these. But, I mean, if I'm not even planning on doing anything with these... Now, granted, I guess I was able to use that single combat. But I don't necessarily think I need 4. I mean, I'm not going to attack here. Try and beat their 9. Even a perfect roll is going to tie. Yeah, I got to keep that in mind next time. Let's see here. I want to... I want to push back Yazigis. 5 to 5. Come on, Pompeianus. Rally, rally. Come on. Okay. Pretty soon I'm going to just take you out myself, Pompeianus. You suck. Alright. Winner. What do you got, barbarians? The Quadi. You're going to move forward. The Plague. Lose 1, regardless of how many Plague cards are drawn this round. So I lose 1, then roll 1d6. Should have rolled the green one. 4. Okay, I didn't roll a 1, so my armies didn't become 6, or sick. Place 1 legion from any army in the recovery box. Okay, well, I'm not going to, like I just said, I'm not going to do anything with them. And 3, Marcomanni. And that means they're going to embolden, and they're going to be kept at bay by my forts. Oops, and then I get one card. Harsh Winter, how appropriate. I don't understand that. Oh, I can play this. Okay. Ooh, I can... Do I keep Marcus and those 2 legions and goes to Bocce for another year? To not draw any barbarian cards next and try and get a jump on spring? I think so. I'm going to move those legions from Marcomanni and kind of double up on Quadi and Iazyges. Keep Marcus Aurelius and those there. Discard to maintain army. Round 1, discard to maintain army. Oh, ho, ho. Probably should have read that. But I think I'm still good. I don't think that affected anything yet. But let me... Let me see if there's anything in off-map. Paying for off-map conflicts. After drawing cards, if you have any legions with or without leaders in off-map conflicts, you must discard 1 card of your choice to pay for the maintaining the armies fighting in distant wars. You do not have to pay for legions already engaged in fighting off-map conflicts during summer or winter. Okay. I think I'm going to leave Marcus Aurelius there 1 more year. So we're going to go into some housekeeping here. We have the attrition. We're going to roll for our 1 and only fort. 2, we're good. Forts out of supply. They're still good because they're connected to a supply route. Everything else I think is good. Oh, deduct 1. Okay, I definitely have to do that. I forgot about that. Too much going on in war, you know? I am not, I never felt I was the leader type. I always was interested in stuff like this, but I never, not enough, I guess. Not enough. So 172. I don't even think, I wonder if I'm going to make it to the late year, or the late war. Maybe not. It's already been 53 minutes. So, let's jump in, shall we? I'm going to play my Harsh Winter. Oh, I can't. Right? Because I can only play this during Roman cards. Oh, but before Barbarian card draw. So why not? Yeah. There's a weird thing. I mean, maybe it's in the rules a little more, but from what I read yesterday and then reskimming today, this is what I was kind of talking about, like the rules and stuff. There's, if you play war games, maybe all this stuff makes sense. I believe Twilight Struggle is card-driven, but again, that was like 8 years ago, and this is simpler than that, at least, but yeah, I think this is just before Barbarian card draw. This is a Barbarian card draw. Why couldn't I play this? It was a harsh winter. The spring is still thawing, so I don't need to draw anything. So I'm going to step out of here with 5 concessions. Can't do that. Gonna use this for war. Oh, but I have to do round 1. I just talked about that. I have to do the off-map after drawing cards. So we're just going to use this concessions, since I don't have an Imperium point, to maintain that army. Oops, I didn't do this either. I gotta remember that. 5, 5, 6. We're gonna put 6 legions here. Oops, I don't know if I've been suffering that -1. This would be cool if it was the other way, and I could just fight the Kastabachi and then bring them all back quick. During winter round, discard this to fight and win a battle against the Azagis. That's not bad. I might end up doing that. God, all these are for winter. Okay, so we're going to put this into history. Give me that Primogenia. He didn't even... Okay. So I don't need this. Let's... The Azagis have that cavalry. I'm just so worried about them moving in so quick. 4, 5, 6, 7... to 6. I mean, Pompeianus can't do anything. I know he's just a digitized piece of cardboard, but damn if he's not making me mad. Damn if he's not making me mad. Well, thanks for coming. Ugh. I mean, I should make forts. I'm going to try and save these for winter. That was not a great round. Marcomanni. Forts stop them. I don't think I'm going to last. Barbarian siege forts. Sweet. No forts. So it doesn't matter. The Azagis. Forward 1 space. 3 cards. Okay, let's get Maximinus in here. Man, too bad I didn't win that single combat. That would have been awesome. That would have been a big get. But here we are. What else do we got here? Auction in the forum. Ooh. Get this +2. Keep me at it. Automatically win the battle you are fighting and gain +1. Didn't you? But I still... Gosh, I can't hold on to these. I'm going to build forts. I still need to attack Kastabachi this year. I have to do it this year. Oh, I want this later. Discard this card +1 other. I mean, plus another? I really want this. And I really want this. I mean, these are the same card. I'm going to discard this to battle the Azagis. I'm going to use the Rain Miracle to gain another Imperium. Things are turning around a little bit. I guess I would have demoralized them if I would have waited till winter, which is just one more turn. Gosh. I really don't know what to do here. I already did it. I already did it. I already did it. Now I'm going to save this. I want Maximinus. Hopefully I don't get some cavalry. But I have some Imperium I can allow. Okay. So this, in winter, I need to fight Costabachi, and I want to get Maximinus. I can't. I can't do both. Great. I don't know what I'm doing here. Not playing well, that's for sure. Winner. Quadi. They don't move. Oops, wrong shit. They don't move. But they do. Am I supposed to be doing anything with these barbarian cards? Plague. What was it? 4, wasn't it? Just can't roll a 1. I don't even think I use these guys. Or I still haven't. Yeah, you know, I'm not playing this well. I think if I played it again, I would have a better understanding. I'm spreading too thin. And some more Quadi. So they're going to start. They're getting a little too close. Aquanium. Okay, so then I get 1 card. I'm going 3, 4, 5, minus 1 to is 4. 4 to 5. Well, I will tie. No, I won't. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 6. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Discard to the history pile once resolved. Okay, and they can come back. I'm going to meditate on Maximinus. Housekeeping. No forts. It'd be nice if this board was like a little bigger and they had just some of the turn structure. I like when boards have turn structures, especially something like this. No forts, no forts. No off-map conflicts. I got a -1 because the Quadi and the Pannonia inferior. Okay. Back to spring. 173. Legions demand donative. Place a mutiny marker on any army labeled by Marcus Aurelius. Oh, and I get to... Always forgetting the redeploy. Always forgetting the redeploy. Oh, and I guess technically they were over here. Okay, Marcus Aurelius, Pompeianus, get out of here. You guys did well. Costabanchi, there you go. Got a big army there. Gonna push back Yazidis. We're gonna bring Maximinus in to help Pompeianus. So you guys go over here with mark money. 4, 5, 6, and 1. There. You have fun over there. Let's see here. So now we need to place a mutiny on any army led by Marcus Aurelius. It cannot be activated until you discard 1 card from your hand or meditations and deduct 1 Imperium point. That's not good. It cannot be activated until you discard 1 card from your hand. Okay, not good. Quaddy. Advanced quaddy forward 1 space. Not good. Not good. Not going to be here much longer. I like to try and record for an hour, so, or stream for an hour, so good job, game. I hope you had fun, game. What's wrong? Advance, add to the surge, which means they move 1. What happens if, I mean, they can't move anymore. If they advance, if they activate, I don't have any cards. I don't know if that happens again. I don't think so. I think they're just there. Okay. I believe this will be the last turn, or the last round. I mean, I can spend cards. Discard this card to make 2 attacks on 1 front. A lot of action cards. I mean, I can't do it. Even if I spent all of these just for Imperium, they're just going to come back in. I'm just going to call my loss, see what I can do. We're going to discard this to get rid of this mutiny. Pay 1 card and 1... Oh, I can't. They will kill me if I quell that. They will kill me if I quell that. Oh my god. Well, we will Pompeianus, here's your time to shine. 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. Pompeianus, you madman. You freaking madman. I asked for your help. You never provide it until all is lost. Discard this card to make 2 attacks on 1 front. I'd love to do it here. Whatever. Quaddy! You guys don't even have a leader. You guys are just fighting for the sake of Rome. I think I beat him because I'm at 6. 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7. Boom. And again. Boom. I can't believe this. Except I can't do anything here. I can attack him with this 3. Okay. I can increase my Imperium. I can discard. Put them in their place. And I am going to attack. And then I'm going to be out of luck. Come winner. Oh my gosh. I lost. Because I lose Imperium and I am immediately usurped. Probably with a knife in my back. Well, so that is War of Marcus Aurelius. It's alright. I'd play it again. You know, I don't do a ton of solo gaming. I feel like I should, but... You know, and I don't mind doing stuff like this. Or playing, you know, multiplayer. I don't know what it is about solo gaming. I just... Solo's like... Gaming's like a social thing for me more than anything, so... this would always be something hard to buy, and... there's a tabletop simulator tax of needing to have, like, 1 point of separation with the mouse in your hand. It was fun. Like I said, I've heard Agricola, Masters of Britain, I think also by Hollandspiele, is similar. I've heard people like that more. I think I could definitely get this playtime down. I know Board Game Geek said it was 30 minutes. I could probably get it down more. Once it gets going, it goes a little smooth. There's a couple things I'm still confused on. I definitely spread too thin when I didn't need to. You kind of need to focus on one thing a year, maybe. But I think if I do another solo run on something, which I'm still trying to figure out the schedule, so I'm still just going to kind of do some sporadic streaming, usually at 8, probably still doing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. I do want to play Nemo's War is another good solo game that I've been thinking of doing. I've played that, and I had fun doing that. That's like a little fun adventure game. So I might do that next Tuesday. I still haven't decided, figure out what's going on. But for the most part, for those live, thanks for joining live. I hope this was exciting. I hope this either taught you something or made you want to check it out or whatever. If you like this, tell a friend or anybody. In the description below, there's some links and likes and bells and smashes and things like that. Check those out. Help spread the word on anything. That'd be great. It'd be a big support if you did so. Other than that, I'll be back tomorrow night with my Wednesday night group for Dungeon Brawl. Just a little game crafter game I found. Someone had just put on Tabletop Simulator. Just kind of wanted to give it a play test and maybe record it for them, see if that helped them in any ways. It seems like it's play tested enough. It's on the Game Crafter. Not that means it needs to be play tested, but it seems like it's at least been put together. So I'm sure they're not looking for play tests. But here we are. Thought it might be fun to do. And then Saturday. So I did pick up a capture card for you guys, since last weekend it was kind of rough with the remote play. But since that's the last Avengers beta weekend, I think Andrew and I are going to try and do that Saturday. And then Sunday I'm going to draw. I'm going to jump on here and do some sketching, just kind of hang out for an hour if you want. If you come over, you can see the... you can give me some sketch requests or anything like that, or just kind of chat, whatnot. That'd be great, just so I'm not sitting here talking to the wind, especially since I can't put on music for you guys, since YouTube will just copyright claim it. So, yeah, thanks for joining me, and have a good rest of your night. Have a good one.